breakfast, Lucian would want to say something to the party as far as wanting to check out the coffin place.
Yeah, that'd be when he just kind of gathers everyone and is like, look, I know you guys don't think anything going on. There's a good chance there, but as incentive, I'm willing to give everyone 50 gold to come check out this place with. And if there's something in there, then it's a good thing we went. Not you get 50 gold. Can't lose.
I like your desperation. That's good.
Whoa.
I don't see any issues with whatever you want to do. I mean,
But heck, if you're willing to pay for it, I'll take it.
you just want to get a coffin, right? What's
Well,
nothing wrong with that?
I think there's a little more going on than just coffin. I think the guy in there fills the coffins too.
Oh.
You want to
How do
confront him about this?
No, I think we can maybe sneak in the house. Maybe one can make us invisible. Cole can give us some. What's that spell? The pass spell.
Pass
without trace.
Yeah, that one. And then we can sneak inside, do a sweep of the house, and
I can also polymorph somebody like into a fly.
You can probably walk into a fly.
I could keep the guy busy, whatever his occupation is.
Oh,
whatever
we
they
can
call
give
it.
him like a
Dog
tastefully
shop
watered
about
down.
coffins. That's
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, we give him
Coffin
a
man.
tastefully watered down version of one's note to Strahd to put on a coffin. So
Right, that'll take some time.
tastefully. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get some sort of crass, boiled down, quick
And
version
what
of-
would that look like?
um,
I can't imagine that letter being shortened, but okay.
It would have to be, like I said, I think it would be in the same vein. Not literally it, but something more summarized and probably more cruel and crass.
Mm.
I guess, that fits your characters better. I think Lucian would be a bit more direct, violent, and aggressive,
Yeah.
where one would try to be more clever and poking and kind of irritating to him. Like, try to get him
It's
more
like
riled up by
undermining
outsmarting him.
rather than aggressive, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Michael doesn't see the purpose or the tactic of doing this, but
No.
It's
don't
good
fail
for
to see-
morale to tell him what an ass
It
he
could be
is.
some undead in there, Michael. Is that your job?
There could be.
I was talking about the letter,
Oh.
but
Besides, there is a potentially a tactical benefit, which is basically we could say, like, we're going to invade you on this day, he's prepared for that day, and we invade him on a different day. So, have him off balance.
It's a really clever tactic. He'll believe that. He'll
We're
fall right
coming
for it.
on Thursday, I swear. I swear.
Yeah, we'll meet you at this time at 4 p.m.
I mean,
behind the
Not a second early.
Yep. Anyway, so let's go. I moved everybody to the conference store. Well, I moved at least Lucian. Who is coming with Lucian?
Oh, sure.
This is also when I would address the party as well
Oh,
about
yeah. We got to that.
Yeah.
about my dreams. I don't know if you want to do like Lucian first and then like rewind and then I'll do my thing, or if you want to do them at the same time or.
Yeah, just because we did a lot of role play for a time, I want to do a little bit of mixture of both. So
Okay.
just for pacing, we'll do a little bit of Lucian, and then we'll find a cutoff point, and then we'll go back to you, and we can do some like time dilation. That'll make it easier.
to be clear, I'm going along
alright.
on the mission as well. I'm just not currently there at the moment. So, like, where is one?
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to skip the role playing and get to the briefing, sure.
okay.
Alright,
But so since Michael's mission or tasking for this will be to distract the coffin man, he's gonna
It would
buy
be carpenter, it'd be a technical.
the carpenter. I'm gonna buy a bottle of wine and 2 glasses before we head over.
You're going on a date.
This is so
I
romantic.
mean, I figured I'd just
men
go in
can-
there with a
can have
false mustache.
Share
or
a glass
something.
of wine and it not.
Is Cole there with them? I'm putting everybody on the bottom.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So how much would a bottle of wine from the tap?
Oh, a bottle.
Don't you have
I
like
wanna say-
wine bottles from the winery from last time?
Yeah, didn't we
I don't know
steal
if
some?
I
he
handed
does. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's right. You did give him. I think you guys
There's a keg
you
in the
might
back.
have one of your. Right, you might have something personal, but a bottle. You want to give a bottle. You're not going to give them the whole fucking keg. That'd be
No. Oh no,
intense. So
never.
let's just say a bottle of wine. I could easily procure a price for that. Just say gold. It's nothing complicated. It's not like the primo level best.
Yeah, it's just a bottle of wine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have that bottle of wine. So we're gonna put Lucian here on point because that would make the most sense. And then we'll put Michael beside him, Cole beside him, and Darius Blue in the back. All right.
So yeah, I feel like before we go in, Cole would, pass everything without trace except for Michael. One would turn us into sneaky.
Yeah.
Turning
I don't know if
invisible
there are any
only
visual
lasts.
effects to. Yeah, right. That's a good
So-
idea. I don't know if there are any visual effects of Pass Without Trace, but
That's what the invisible.
Yeah.
right. So
My
okay.
invisibility
What's
only
the
lasts for
plan?
1 minute.
Well,
Yeah.
we just need to get past the guy.
And it is only for one
Greater
person,
invisibility.
so...
Yeah. I think regular invisibility, if
Yeah.
you have it, can be cast on multiple people if you burn a higher spell.
You can upcast it, right? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
have
know
any
that
spell
regular
levels
one can.
above that, I believe.
Does Darius do
Uh,
it?
Don't you have level 5 spells by now?
Yes, you're right. I do have level 5. You are correct by that. And I might
Anyway,
as well.
so, I'm gonna say, Pass Without Trace. Go ahead and do that, Cole, because we know we're gonna do that, because that's gonna have to account for the hearing part, the sound
Wait, so
that you
you
guys
should
will generate.
also what's the plan, Lucian? Just
Well, we got
Michael distracts and you guys sneak in. Is that right
Yeah,
on?
room by room, we clear it out to make sure there's freaky going on.
Yep.
Once we clear out every room, we leave.
We could just
Yep.
okay.
dress like
I'll
the
just
town
follow-
guards and say we're raiding your place. Sorry, stand there.
Yeah.
I'll just follow you then.
Except it's like secret.
But secretly we're
They're,
not
they're trying to be
cops.
clandestine about it. Yeah,
Alright.
they're just trying. Michael's going in to talk to him. The rest of you are going to be Pass Without Tracing and invisibling.
Yeah. And if the carpenter is like aware of something going on, I'll deal with it.
Thought that was
However you,
Gee.
however you want to.
And Michael, you can even do. Don't you have a tech undead type thing? You can even do that.
Oh yeah, I do.
Hmm.
And if I do sense something, the code word's going to be
Nana.
there's a funny odor.
Okay,
Okay.
that works.
Okay.
All right, so Pass
So
Without
I
Trace is
can't like.
activated.
It'd be really suspicious if I just turned to nothing. I'm just like, there's undead in this.
That would be pretty funny,
I see
but
the present.
I mean, what's the code word for there
Carpenter's
are
like,
no
"Pick your-"
undead? But okay.
I immediately am suspicious that something.
Ugh.
I'm
Okay.
just checking one thing. Actually, I do not think one has regular invisibility.
No, I
which
do
does
not.
have greater invisibility. Yeah, so does anybody have regular invisibility?
Yeah.
Because greater invisibility cannot be upcast.
I have fog cloud. That's like ghetto.
Well, okay, another idea. I turn his gaze over to something else, and you guys sneak behind him.
That's
Okay. That's possible. It will be a higher DC, but it's totally
Yeah, but
possible.
with
Yo.
Pass Without Trace, your stealth rolls will be better, so you don't need.
They will be quite a bit better.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Here's a question. How are you guys at teleporting places? Is that a thing we can do?
That's not. I mean, we have Dimension Door from one,
I mean,
but I don't know. if
But you
anybody
have
else-
to see where you're
Teleport
going. I've
other
been there before.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
sure.
have to
But
see the other two.
assume there's a window, right?
Right. But
Let's just go
you
with the
guys are just-
sneaking, and
I think the sneaking would be more, but teleporting you essentially just be able to get through a window, and then you still have to then start sneaking
Yeah,
around.
that's true. Sure.
And he can very easily. Yeah, he's traveling from room to room. He's not almost.
Okay.
And
Oh,
if
you just-
Well, I was just assuming, you know, if Michael is like talking to him in one room.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, let's inspect this coffin. I like this coffin for my mother.
sure. And if for some reason you get
Tell me about
suspicious,
this
you can
coffin.
make like
Just
a.
act like a really picky customer, Michael.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then, like,
no,
before he
oh,
turns his
no.
head around and be like, oh, no, this coffin here.
This
Alright.
redwood coffin.
Yes. It's gotta be.
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah, I
the-
got this. I got this.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we got this then. Then what we're gonna do was we'll just do. Yeah, Michael knocks on the door.
I kick open the door.
Oh, you kick open the door.
Whoa!
Great. Let's say he's standing on the far side of the room, at a chair overlooking some finer carving that he's doing, like some not polishing but whittling. That's what I'm looking for. He's whittling some wood down to make it like this is some finer detail work that goes along with his craft. He immediately, with the crash of the door swinging open, he turns his attention immediately, like, oh, kind of frightened or startled in your direction. And he blinks a few times. He's an older man. He can't quite see too well. I mean, he's fine enough up close, but he's kind of, I think it'd be nearsighted typically. But then he stands up and he starts walking toward you. Not all the way across the room. I don't want to give you any opportunities. I want you to be given an opportunity to do what you want. But yeah, he says, "Who's that? Why are you?" He was about to say, "Why are you causing so much noise?" But he catches himself, despite his own instincts, to be a grouchier old man than he really is, really. And it says, "Good sir, how may I help you?" He kind of forces himself to go through the routine when he's
Yeah.
annoyed.
So I don't have to roll deception. I tell this man that I am Michael, and in my line of work, I fill coffins, and I would like you to take time away from your work to show me your coffins, which is the truth.
Just slide
Yes, it
in there,
is.
particularly
Yeah, I
once you
like-
filled yourself.
I like that. You were trying to be not deceiving. He kind of is mulling over what you're saying. Again, surprised to be hearing from another person that they fill coffins. He hasn't really been doing much business with people that are the killing sort, more of the get killed and dying sort.
I ensure that when it is their time that they place themselves in a coffin.
I get what you're saying. He says, okay, kind of hesitant, but he's like, all right, well, follow me then. And he starts heading in this direction. He beckons toward you to stay close. He is a bit uncomfortable with people letting people too much out of his sight. So he leads you in the other room, and he just kind of, in a counterclockwise fashion, kind of begins leading you through the room from coffin to coffin, pointing out its features, its cost, its like materials and such, its size even, or what it can be, what it can
some-
fit.
Quite nice mahogany.
Yes,
I take it this is what sneak.
yes, we can.
Yeah, when they're going into the particulars of.
Yes.
I also had left the door open.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, he does not notice that. He does not. He's irritated, so he's kind of trying to get you out of here quickly. So he's more focused on you and getting through the routine quickly.
So, right,
yeah.
let's retcon this because this is Michael's first time in this building. I would ask Lucian prior to this, like, what room are you trying to get into?
Right.
Ah. Well, I'd probably tell him the coffin room had the most doors, so that's probably how access.
Yes. Yeah. Let's say you also saw through the window. There is another building. I'll move you into the room, but you're not actually in this room, Lucian. This is what it looks like in terms of. Actually, I can read it when I'm doing it. I forgot about that on the other. So the Kanabalaki Cotton Maker Shop, and then B. That would be there. I think that's right. Yeah. A table with 4 chairs is in one corner of this room with a lantern hanging from a chain directly above. 2 well-made cabinets stand against the east wall. So you could see this from the outside here through this window.
Right.
So you saw that, and then you've also been in this room here, the main entranceway, which has a lot of work tools and such, where he does a lot of the basic stuff before he does any major assembly in the back, which he showed you all where all the coffins are under display.
It might have
But
been.
there's one doorway. I want to get you to that because I'm going to lead you to every place that you have been, so that way you can decide on where you want to go. There was a door here in the upper right that you have. You think leads outside because of the dimensions of the building. It make the most sense that that's just another way in the store. And then there is this door here leads back into the junk room that I'm just talking about, the table with 4 chairs. And then that's where you came from. So this is the only door that you don't know anything about. So I figured that would be your target.
Yeah, that would make sense. So it'd probably be like Michael leads him into the coffin room for a little bit, and then comes back into the main rooms. Sneak.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That my understanding was to get you to this stairwell, and then you do a couple different stealth checks to see if you can make it through.
Oh, that would be me.
I do that.
Oh wait, it's just dexterity checks, right?
It's enhanced ability for the but I can pick whatever ability.
And it would stack with Pass Without Trace, so you'd get advantage on. They would. One would need to cast it. It can only work on certain number of targets depending on how much you upcast it, and then it was also stuck with Pass Without Trace, so you have an advantage. And let's just make this really easy. How many people? Let me look at cast race. It would need to be upcast to level 5, I think. No, it's a level 2, so it would need to be 3 and 4 to be able to hit 3 people, I think. So, and you're wanting to cast it on Cole, Lucian, and Darius. So, if you're doing it yourself, then you need a level 5.
I thought I would do it on anyone who would have disadvantage wearing their armor and whatnot, or particularly low stealth.
Only Michael would, but as far as low stealth, Darius would also not be very on a stealth.
Okay.
I'm probably worse at stealth.
I would cast...
You know this, right? Like I was the one I think I fucked up.
I'll cast it on you as well. But I have disadvantage on stealth with my medium armor. So I'll cast it on myself, Darius, and who else really thinks they need this.
Cole? How are you, Cole? Are you good on stealth, or?
I'm not proficient in it.
Okay. So.
I got a 14 dex, so.
No, you have a +2.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say you give it to you too, just to be careful. So that'd be 3 people. So level 4 spell slot.
Okay, fair enough.
You give it to Cole, yourself, and Darius.
Okay. Level 4 spell slot used.
Yeah. Okay.
And then before we do go in, real quick, cast detect magic.
Yeah, and also cast Eyes of the Grave.
Yep, I saw that too, so I got a lot of things to do. Alright, so you all are effective. Let me give you markers to make sure I remember these things. Let me give you little buff icons to make sure that you guys know that you got... Oh, that's a good one. You got enhanced ability, dexterity, so you have advantage on all dexterity checks for, I think it's an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay, so that is what one is doing, and then Cole did Pass Without Trace, which is also an hour, conveniently. Do them at the same time, same timer, makes it really easy. Alright. That's going on. Let's go back to Michael for a second. Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense. Stealth checks, I want 1 roll from Cole, Lucian, and Darius. Stealth checks with advantage. Actually, you don't need to do anything because advantage already rolled, so yeah. And then I'll add the +10 on top of it. Don't need to do it.
Okay.
See, good thing we gave you advantage.
Thank God for that.
Okay. So we got a 19, a 29, an 18, and a 28. Alrighty.
Owen is just fucking graceful.
Is he like? Is the floorboard creak in the room?
No, because of the pass without trace, it's actually compensated. An 18 is way higher than this guy's passive perception, and he's not actively looking for you guys, so you're fine. You make it to the stairwell, and then
Oh, it's plus 10. Nice.
yeah, it's plus 10. So I'm gonna put everybody in the respective positions of what I would think they would be inside the coffin place.
Yeah, I'd be over at this coffin and be like, "Oh, this is a nice coffin."
Am I not?
Yeah.
Okay. And then let me get to your eyes of the grave. Let me make sure. When I see how it works through surfaces and stuff, it's kind of giving it away, but all the same, whatever.
Essentially anything within 60 feet of when I cast it, which is
He's behind total cover and his divination magic. Okay. Well, then you don't sense anything. You do not sense any undead within 60 feet based on those limitations. Okay, so we go to detect magic.
I climb into the.
Nice. Give me a test.
Gotta test these out.
I missed you. And everyone else too.
Yes. Yeah, Mark is always the crazy one. At least one of the crazy ones. Alright, so detect magic. Let me just double check to see if there is anything magical here. I really don't believe there is, but I want to be careful.
Only 6 seconds he would regular. Like,
Hold on, that was really quiet. Would you...
not Batman. It's not. It's not Batman detective vision. Like I only see what's
Right.
not blocked by walls and such.
Right. Let's just say like the doorways and just like the workshop and stuff. So you're walking through it. You have detect magic vision for a little bit. You don't see anything magical of any kind anywhere. Everything is benign. Just double checking to make sure that.
Yeah, looks clear to me.
Yeah. Everything is benign. Oh, I thought you were going to be delayed one.
Oh.
In terms of.
No. I was delayed
I
for like the
misunderstood.
planning phase, but not the entering the house. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna let me give you in here. Jeez, yeah. I misunderstood.
Okay, that's
I'll
fine.
have to get you in here. All right. Yeah, I can give you a little thing. So you got the stuff. All right. So yeah, you got pass without
And
trace.
I also got an 18.
and
So.
or an ability. Yep. All right. So everything's good there. Let me open up the door so you guys can see the stairwell. Even though it's going to be open here, you guys can close it after yourself. I'm not going to
Yeah.
change the lighting.
I was gonna say we definitely
It's just
close
like-
it afterwards because mystical opening doors are not very sneaky.
Right.
You
Okay,
really want to risk
so-
slamming that door, or having it creak when it closes?
It was fine when he opened it, and I'm taking all your cell scores up to doing 2 cell scores. The first one covers everything on the first floor. You guys did perfectly fine.
I say we just leave a bear trap
Yeah, well-
and continue on.
This goes. That would be very aggressive. This goes upstairs. This is not down. This is an upper. So I'll now move everybody over to the other side, so we can be on the upper floor. So it would be Lucian, 1, Cole, Darius.
The one?
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just waiting. I'm like looking in this direction, waiting for like a signal to like if they want to move in here for whatever reason to move it back into that room, and then essentially I'd barter with him over a glass of wine on the cost of a coffin.
Okay. I want to do some checks with you because I want to just get away with murder.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
So you doing like
I like to
charisma
move it,
checks
move
to
it.
keep him
You like
distracted?
to
Or?
move it.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in the coffin and be like, yeah, it's quite roomy for the shoulders. Usually people patch that up. Yeah, this is nice work, Heinrich.
So, yeah, you try to keep his attention. You're not really persuading him, so I'm going to say performance.
Yeah, I mean, keep
You're
his
not, like,
keep his
telling him to
attention,
do any-
distract
Oh,
him. and-
boy.
You're not lying.
Really good at the.
Yeah, you're not intimidating him. Performance is by far the most
Ooh,
relevant.
very
Hey.
nice.
Hey.
Yeah, your performance is quite compelling. Although for a moment he was about to
I don't know what
turn in that direction, and it was like right as the door was closing, he's like turning his head, and you're like, and anyway, or you bring his attention back to you.
I sneeze really.
Whoa,
He immediately just jerks
Some
back.
dust in here.
Yeah, jerks back and looks at you. And he's very irritated. Like he doesn't like loud people. He doesn't like young people. He doesn't like people that like really bother him in any way. He really wants people to just come in.
Come in, get your shit, get out.
Yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
not a very hospitable person. Anyway, so you got what you wanted for now. All right, so let's go back over here. Which door do you want to open first, Lucian? The left door or the right door?
My gut says the left.
Okay.
Just like I-
We're going for door number 2.
It's behind door number 1.
All right, let me open up that door. Let me read a description.
Do I see any?
You don't see any enemies or anything, no. It's just a door. You open up a door into a room, and you read the room really quickly. Got it. All right. This kitchen contains a square table surrounded by chairs and shelves of provisions. Yep, it's a kitchen.
I'm gonna
It's
open up the.
got 4 tables with 4 chairs, which is kind of strange for a man that lives by himself. But,
I'll open the right door.
oh, you're not going to go into the room? Okay.
I just want to get a.
Okay. Then that makes sense. Then you open up the other door. And that leads you into a much larger room. We'll be there. You can see...
I'm going to ready in action. If I hear a loud noise or something, I'm going to tip the coffin over while inside it to make a loud noise.
Man, it's great. I love your hijinks. It's very... Alright, so, you come into a very large storage room. This large, drafty room is strung with cobwebs and takes up most of the upper floor. Stacks of wooden planks lie amid several crates marked junk.
Someone needs to check these crates, I say.
Yeah. Do I see anything with true sight here? Nothing's off.
No, true sight would not apply here.
All magical.
No, not magical either.
Do any of the crates have like little holes in them, air holes or something you could peek through?
Nothing immediately visible. If you wanted to, you could do like investigation or a perception check.
Yeah.
If you're running your fingers over anything, investigation. If you're just using your eyes.
I mean, I don't wanna like.
I think. You finish first.
Yeah, I don't want to like open the box and have it spring out if there's someone inside. I just want to see if there's someone inside before we.
Lucian's gonna open them up regardless of whether or not some.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you
okay,
have
well,
your crowbar?
Before anybody opens up anything, can we at least get positions of things in case there was something that came out
Yeah.
of the box?
Just in case there's anything in the boxes, like 'cause there's never happened before in this campaign.
No, we're not. But I just want to give people the chance to position themselves in a way
Yeah,
that
no,
would be
that
realistic.
position's about makes sense.
I'd be opening the box, so I'm right here in front of it.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm good now.
Are you? Everybody else good? Okay. If everybody's good, then I will let you do that. All right. You don't do a whole lot of investigating. He just goes right in and opens up a box, and immediately when he does so, because it's
Dun 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 dun.
fairly well telegraphed. I can actually go. I can get multiple things at once. So I will.
And I assume no one was preparing a weapon because why would there be anyone inside these crates?
Yeah. I was just about to say Darius still thinks this is about.
There was someone in the crates.
You guys didn't believe me, I mean, hey, I had a feeling.
Yeah, in short,
Okay.
in short
so-
order, you open up the crate and immediately this one lunges out at you. But because you're kind of expecting it, I'm not going to do a surprise round.
I mean, isn't that when the detect dead Finmajig was meant to be used?
no, it doesn't work through total cover. And
Then
the
what
ceiling
is the
total cover.
point? Is it like when we're around corpses? Is that the point of it?
I think it's
Yeah,
it's
or
Behind
like,
doors,
I don't think
in the
that's mostly for
coffin,
like disguise
stuff like that.
shapeshifters,
Mm.
right?
I mean, that's detect life,
yeah,
not
in true
detect dead.
sight, yeah, yeah. In general, you could not have done it unless he was in the room with you. If Michael had been in the room and did it, he would have easily detected them.
But okay, let's just move on.
It doesn't work through the ceiling.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes that.
Yeah,
And the true sight doesn't see them because they're not invisible
right.
or anything.
I
No
was
illusions
thinking-
in place.
I was thinking more hidden and visible. But
Right.
this also makes sense.
Okay.
Yep. You don't know why they're here, but they're here, and they all kind of in series. As soon as one breaks out and kind of lets out a I don't know, a scream, yell, roar
A screech.
thing. A screech. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you
wish.
very much.
Michael hears the
Uh,
screech and goes, "Ow!" Just ah.
I'm sorry, I was
New,
singing.
new song.
It was-
And then you need to do another performance check.
It's a good thing I've got this. Spell.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. All right, I know what
We'll
I'm.
get to that in a moment. We'll do that in just a moment. I have to make sure I got everybody else on initiative. So, Lucian,
Oh,
Cole,
wait.
1, Darius.
Yes, yes, yes.
Initiative.
Give me one.
Yeah.
I get one from you as well.
That's fun.
'Cause that will be relevant.
Okay.
Okay, so let me do these. I'm gonna do. There's not too many of them, so I'm actually gonna do them individually.
You could just imagine Michael having to knock out the guy up there now. Just-
well.
Well, maybe not so
Something
blunt,
judgment.
but I've got something up my sleeve.
Yeah,
It's a gun.
he's what to do.
It's a gun. Yes. That's all right.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
All right. So they're all there. Darius, everybody's good. All right. This in
Hey,
order.
Shane, quick.
Yes.
Would you allow me to? I just now remembered the Staff of Frost should have got at dawn a reroll on the charges.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That we just forgot. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I'm totally lenient about.
It's not going to change the here and now. But
No. Really.
I
not.
mean, it's going
It
to
could,
change
but-
what I do next
no,
turn.
I meant like
But
it's
sure.
not going to be a problem to do it. So why would he object?
Yeah.
Okay, so I keep
Exactly.
forgetting. How long is a minute in combat? Is that one round?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 round is 6 seconds. So.
All right. Yeah, I'm good to go.
Alright, just making sure I got this stuff in the right tab. Alright, so they screech, they yell, they start getting out of the crates.
Guess we
as much as
should.
they can within the beginning of time. Alright, everybody's in the right positions. We will now start. I'm gonna get combat music, battle music.
Battle music.
Okay. Then we go start off with Lucian, which kind of seems fitting, actually.
Yeah, of course I'd have the sun sword in my hand, you know, opening this crate.
Yep. And as soon as the thing pops out, it like a lightsaber. It goes. Meow, meow, comes out.
Yeah.
We all
So,
make the
I'm
lightsaber
gonna
noises
have
when
my-
we see it.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna try to skewer this guy as he tries to come out of the box.
Okay, that's
Get back
the
in.
appropriate thing. All right, I think that it's that does. Do they have any weaknesses?
Oh, and I assume they're undead, so I. 8?
They are undead. Yes. Let me just double check all this stuff.
Yep. Bam.
Okay, and Let me check something about the sword. I want to make sure it's something important.
Well, it emits light if that is a thing.
I want to see if it counts as a genuine sunlight.
I remember
Yeah,
when we
technical.
were in the temple.
Yeah.
We fought these guys.
I'm just double checking really quick to make sure.
I remember that. Oh yeah, and those guys were in crates too. What the?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like we
Yeah,
should
they all were.
suspect
Full
they
every
were all-
circle.
It's a very popular pastime in Barovia.
Yeah.
Hang out around.
Love hanging out in these crates.
It's like
Yeah, you don't know
solid
the
snakes
purpose.
has been raised here.
Why it
Surprise.
will be cleared up later on. Later on, why there are vampires spawning in crates, but we shall see.
This is
Yes.
doing a really
The light is
shitty-
sunlight. It says explicitly that the light is sunlight, which is important. Okay. Wow.
Not
Yes.
as docks to other cities.
Devastating.
This has been a
Alright,
sweatshop
so-
of undead people who have been imported illegally. Yes.
Yep. You
My
figured it out.
This
Should
is
build a
Alright.
wall.
the shitty gift.
A wall to keep out an army of zombies? What a stupid idea.
35 damage.
Oh Jesus.
And then, because it is considered sunlight, they take 20 radiant damage. Wow, this is going to... You could single-handedly kill everything in this room. They take
Brought you guys
20...
along.
Wow, they take 20 radiant damage for just being in sunlight. And they have disadvantage on all attack and ability checks. So this is going to be a slaughter. Alright.
Okay.
But you still did not kill this thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it with the rape bonus and
Yeah,
just
silver
like, yeah, I
bacon.
brought you guys along, to be polite and stuff. I could have just came in,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
just be polite.
yeah. Another 9. Still not dead, but you seriously wound this thing, and they're all like screaming and yelling. They're not all women, by the way. They're both genders. And yeah, they're all freaking out at the sunlight. They don't like it. I'm not going to apply the damage from the sunlight until their turn to make it easier for myself. Okay.
How many genders of them are there?
Yeah.
2 in this situation? Yes. All right.
So the
Cold.
correct one. Alright.
Your turn.
As these creatures lunge out of the crates, I raise my shield up in front of my face. I'm like, oh shit! And then my eyes dart left and right, checking out the room. And then I raise my hand and say, glitter bomb! As I cast fairy fire.
Good. Okay, 20-foot cube. So that would hit like.
I'm
Like
sure.
we hit these 4.
Yeah.
Or these 4. Which 4 do you want?
One.
The 4 closest to us.
Okay, so these 4 on the upper right.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that, but they didn't do dex checks.
Yep. And casting fairy fire is gonna drop a pass without trace.
It would. All right. So.
I think the first vampire would say 1, 2, 4 vampires.
Yes. We missed the puns. All right. But we still got the effect from the dexterity. I want to make sure I'm not getting rid of the eye content. That was for both of them. So let's see. 24. That made it. That was this one in the front. 13 didn't make it. This one right here. 13, 18. All right. So these 2 on the sides are affected by the.
Yep. Any attack
They're
roll
not
against
holding.
them has advantage.
I'll go with that. That will work.
And then I'm gonna draw my scimitar and end my turn.
Okay. Yep. So those 2 over there are affected. They're glowing with whatever color. Little motes of light are clinging to them, and they're kind of like moving around, thrashing, trying to get away from it.
Yeah, trying to get
And then
the
goat.
glitter out their eyes. It's like, it burns.
Yep.
You just got it. glitter bombed.
Glitter.
Yep. Alright, we got Vampire Spawn in the upper left corner. Then gets out of the box and just comes toward one, but
No.
immediately is going to be taking damage from the sunlight. The damage only happens once, and then the effect. Actually, it only happens. It's weird in terms of how it does the damage. I'm going to be doing it in a slower rate, so you don't single-handedly kill them all yourself with just the sunlight. But it will be doing it every. I'll do it only one time a piece. Alright, so minus 20 no matter what, and disadvantage on. They all have disadvantage on their attacks and ability checks. So now it attacks 1. Vampire Spawn, disadvantage. Alright. A bite and claw.
Nope.
He crit failed.
Crit fail.
Yeah, because of disadvantage. Yeah, you are right. I
Like,
need to roll.
cram a
100.
plank of wood in their mouth as they're chewing down. It's like, yeah, eat that.
Yeah, I'll do this really quick. I was thinking about maybe not doing the crit rolls just because they already have disadvantage and you already need to destroy them, but it might be funny. So I'll just do this one time. 68. That does not make any sense. So they falls over. It was like scrambling out, and it kind of didn't really have its footing. It ran over toward one, tried to claw at it, and then bite at it, but then it fell on its face all in one not so graceful motion. So it is on the ground. Okay. So next one. Weird that they rolled all that well, so all their turns are going back to back. That's unlikely as hell to happen, but it did.
I was going to say, they were
Alright.
pretty dexterous zombies. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
they are. Okay, the other one, let's say, comes around over here to there, and now wants to attack Lucian. Disadvantage. Oh, I need to do damage first. I want to do that at the beginning of the turn. Takes 20 damage and attacks Lucian with a claw, disadvantage, bite, disadvantage.
Ooh,
So,
so
nope.
it's because of the disadvantage.
Yep. Jeez, that is going to make this laughably easy. Next one. The one right in front of you climbs out of the thing, missing an arm. Because you cut it off with the lightsaber. Tries to do the same routine. Actually, it would die. What am I doing? Actually, no, I already did the damage. Think, be consistent, brain. Claws, miss, bite. Oh,
Ooh, that'll hit.
yeah. Interesting. Okay, so you take all that damage. You take 11 damage, but 3 of it is taken from your hit point maximum. Okay, so apply that however you want. So you would have 86 out of 94 out of 97, and then make sure you remember that.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Like, write it down somewhere. It's
Parentheses or some shit.
yeah, however you want to do that. So then another vampire spawn runs down, runs past the one in front of it, and tries to go after Cole. Line bite, gonna do the damage to it. Gonna have disadvantage. Oh wow, bite hit on that one. Okay. So the claws missed, the bite hit. So Cole, you take 9 piercing damage, 9 necrotic, and your hit point maximum is lowered by 9. Do the same as Lucian did. Alright. Another vampire spawn. Gets out of the box. Runs
Oh,
over
the
to one.
vampires?
Yeah, it was this one over here on the left side. Claw. And bite. Missing. Takes 20 damage. Okay. Then last one. Gets out. They roll it up. High is okay. So it goes after 1. Because you're popular.
I mean, I am in the middle of
okay.
most of them. It makes sense.
Yeah. All right. This one's gonna have a normal attack because of flanking.
Yep, makes sense.
It'll be normal. So claw and bite. You haven't been doing the grapples.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
23 will hit me, but 18 will
Claws
not.
fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually you don't take the 23, so you take no damage.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
outroll.
normal roll. Yeah, normal roll. Yeah.
Yeah, normal, not advantage. So let's see what he does on the fail. 41. That's stupid because it doesn't make any sense. I'll just make that one fall prone too, because it's the only thing I can think of at the moment that is in disadvantage. No, let's make it more interesting. 1, you get an opportunity attack.
Ooh, nice. I see myself get surrounded by these zombies, and I'm like, why did we never suspect this would happen? And I stab the zombie.
Okay. Totally hits. Yep.
Lovely 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's your turn.
I'm like,
1. Sorry. It's your turn 1.
am I just the tastiest thing in this room? What the hell? I mean, attacking them really didn't do a lot of damage.
It did do damage, but it not a whole lot now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at my spells. They don't look much better. I will disengage and go over here in the. I'm like climbing these stacks of wood in the corner. I'm
Okay.
sure it's difficult terrain, but I have enough movement
Yep.
to get there. I'm sure.
Yeah, you do. Did you disengage before?
Yeah, I disengaged.
Okay.
It's like,
Thought I heard that. Okay, so, yep, you're totally there. Do you want a bonus action, anything?
inspiration on Lucian, I guess.
Okay. That is a thing that occurs.
And I say, you deal with them, Lucian. I believe in you.
I'd say, yeah, come get me, vampires.
Alright, so you got... Oh, no, I used blue dots, right. Alright, so, Lucian, you got a Bardic Inspiration, Combat Inspiration, because of their her class type. Alright. Darius.
Too close to comfort, too close to comfort. And Darius is back and does a finger snap and cast
Finger snap.
fusion centered. I think that all of
Okay, cool.
you have to make wisdom save.
Yeah, it is creatures in a 10-foot radius, so...
And some of them
You
has
would hit
disadvantage or something. Is that their ability check?
Yeah, they do. They do definitely have disadvantage because of the sunlight.
Oh.
But it technically, this is not evocation, so this technically would
Yep,
hit.
but it says I can choose which creature gets it.
Oh, I thought it said each creature.
Second
No.
sentence. Each creature in 10-foot radius sphere is you're
On a
entirely
point you
fucking
choose.
right. I misread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on a point you
Can
choose. I mean, you can still do it. I mean,
Sure,
yeah,
it'll be fine.
sure. Wait a second.
Yeah,
And third, I can place it like here, and I will get all
and then
of them.
you'll hit this guy,
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah, you're right. You can do it. You can only hit those 3, but you can do that.
Him, her too. I guess that doesn't matter much. I doubt.
Yeah,
She
there's no
will
way to.
survive next round.
Yeah. You will hit Lucian if you do something like that. But you can hit this one,
Sure,
this
that's true.
this one, and this one safe. So okay, I will do wisdom saving throws for those fellows.
Those three, right?
Oh, those 3. Okay.
yeah,
that-
sure.
those three.
The healthier bunch.
Yep. That makes more sense.
Start
Okay,
off
so
clicking
1,
on one. That's not
2,
scary.
3.
Damn.
Wow,
Jesus
you're rolling.
fuck.
Well, I
Wow.
think you have a 15, maybe a 16. What's your...
It's 16.
Okay, so only one
right?
gets affected, which is the closest one.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, he's
so-
confused now. So you roll
Yep.
a d10.
Just trying to
That's
think
not-
of a good icon. I'll go with that one.
that looks very confusing.
Yeah, I think it doesn't take effect until their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't take reactions, and then they need to do something on their turn, which
I
I will
remind you
do.
to do the d10 roll. Well, should I just roll it?
No, let's do it on their turn.
Okay. No,
Let's do it
I
on their
mean
turn.
on the. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I'll
you
just-
can. You will roll it. Yeah, you'll roll it on their turn.
Okay.
Okay. So, Michael, let's say I'm gonna need you to do. What are you trying to do with this guy?
Well,
There definitely is a commotion from upstairs.
yeah, Heinrich,
There
I'm
definitely
sure, is like turns around and goes, "Was ist das?" And I'm going to cast banishment.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, that's not what I thought would happen. Okay. So let me see his terrible
Become
save.
hot.
You're going to hell.
Alright, so charisma. You have to roll very well.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Can
didn't expect
I
him to roll
use
that
my
well.
inspiration to give him disadvantage? My character
You may.
inspiration.
Yes, you may.
Alright, yeah, because I really want to do
Yeah, I know. That's what the inspiration's for. Go
Alright,
ahead.
so now he rolls a 14, and he's
He-
banished to.
Oops. Yeah, for a minute he's just.
And
Yeah, we could say. Yeah, we could say. In not the ethereal plane. What is it called? The void. Let's just call it the void for now.
Purgatory.
And yeah, he's not here. Yeah, he's
You know what
not
you have
here.
to do too? You have to
He's
drop
not.
a hunting trap where he
I'm
was
gonna
banished.
move
Has left the
a-
chat.
As he disappears, I'm going to recall where he was standing, and I'm going to move a coffin to that position.
Oh, don't you have those hunting
Okay.
traps? Come on.
Does, but that's a bit violent. I don't think he's gonna murder.
All's fair in love and war.
I'm not trying to harm this man. I'm just trying to
scare him to death in the coffin.
delay him.
Yeah.
he sent
All
him
right,
to
so
hell.
I will let you do that because you didn't have to move very far. I will let you cast banishment, slide over a coffin into that position, the open one you already were looking at, and that would have to be your turn, just so you know.
Okay, because I was going to run over and get some nails and a hammer. But I've
Not in 6 seconds.
I've got a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, not in 6 seconds. Then you have a minute. Yes. All right. So Michael is up to very weird hijinks, but I like it a lot.
Mm.
Lucian, all the way back to you.
Lucian's just gonna look at the vampires. Can get a piece of as tries already.
Okay. That is, yeah, go ahead. That will probably kill. Roll the d8 before you do another attack. Wow, that's just literally 1 health. Away. So, yeah,
Oh.
that's unfortunate.
I guess
You
what
have
I'll do
to.
instead is I'm going. Well, not instead.
You can
You
roll your
bonus
inspiration
action
to
now?
inflict damage, you know.
Yeah, you can add a d8 to your damage, and that would guarantee to kill it if you want.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask. Can I do a bonus action attack?
A bonus action, what you
Bonus action to do my crimson right or attack. Like, can I go back and do that? Or is that
Oh, yeah, that's fine. This fight is I'm not taking it very seriously, so fine. Yeah, apply the damage to yourself, and then whatever element you're doing, you need to let me know what element it is.
It's light.
Okay, then that will kill it. So it dies. You don't need to roll the damage because it literally can
And
be
it
one
falls
point.
back into the box.
So make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it was more like it falls back in the crate, now it falls on top of it. It's super dead. Yeah, and your lightsaber is glowing
So-
yellow with like little arcs of blue lightning as well.
And so, 6.
Yep, that's the damage you did. Okay, now what's your next attack?
And I'm going to attack guy since and I want all.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep everyone safe.
Yep. That totally hits. It's pretty hard to miss with a plus 11.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
imagine so.
17, 23. And you also still have your. You lightning damage already there. I'm dumb. So 17, 23. Yeah, 23 damage. You deal damage.
That's it.
Oh, yep. You don't have a bonus action because you did the crimson, right? Okay, so
Uh,
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
See you later.
Mhm.
I forget, is using a ranged spell in melee that gives me disadvantage?
yes.
Yeah. I can do more with Produce Flame, but I have it at disadvantage.
If you hit the person over here with fairy fire, it would cancel. Well, that's not. Never mind. That's for range, and that wouldn't be disadvantage. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna slash at the vampire in front of me
Yep.
with my scimitar.
Yep.
5. Huge damage.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Slice across the chest. All right.
Some sort of silver or-
Are you moving at all? Or bonus action? It's a magical.
Oh, it's magical.
Mhm. No, if I move, I'll get a hit at. So I'm just gonna stay put.
All right. Now it's Elva Spawn's turn again. The one that does it. Where are we at? Okay, with that one. That one is marked prone. It uses half its movement. This one here. This one uses half its movement to get up, and then it. Let's say it tries actually going after one. I know there's difficult terrain, and she used half her movement. How far can she move? Okay. That means she gets like on top of this crate. She's like crawling on top of it. Here. Actually, we need to be in combo. I need to be like in the actual right boxes. So she's not in melee range right there. Okay. Can't do anything else. Then the other vampire spawn in the back over here just attacks Lucian.
Bring it on, bitches. Oh
Wow.
shit, they brought it on.
Does 18 hit? I think it
You
does.
always seem to do
18.
that.
Did you not learn anything from last
I don't know how
game?
it always happens. Well,
Yeah. Alright, so you take.
This is like the third or fourth time that's happened.
Yeah, bring it on, bitches, and you get struck right away. That's pretty funny. Alright, so you take the 6 lashing, you take the 8 piercing, and then 10 necrotic, and then you minus 10 from your health total. Your health maximum.
No, that's not correct.
Okay. Then that's that person's turn. That spawn is dead. I'll put it on the other layer for a moment. That one is right in front of Cole. Attacks Cole again after being slashed at. So claw and bite. Wow, they don't roll it well, despite their
Yeah,
disadvantage.
both of those hit.
They're making it fun at least. Alright, so you
They've
take
got the blood rage.
15 damage and then 4 necrotic. Take off it from the top. Okay. So the other one can reach you 1 despite the difficult terrain.
Yeah, real quick, I did test it out. You can put, like, in your total health, something in parentheses next to it.
Oh, cool. That makes it easier to remember that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have an advantage on your save throw. So
Yes, I got the Warcaster feat.
Oh, you got Warcaster. Yep, sorry.
Yep.
You are right. Okay, Fire and Parent Spawn over here attacks you 1 with a claw and a bite.
Ooh,
They're
nasty.
disadvantaged, so miss.
Oh. I thought it was only when they're in the radius of the light, but okay.
think that. I mean, double check the radius of it. I think it would cover the entire room.
I think it's like
I
30.
think so. I'm double checking. I'm gonna be kind and say that you have it pumped up to its maximum effect. I'm being very nice because you can affect how dim and bright you want it to be. It's 15 feet by default. I'm having you be as bright as possible. That way, it makes everything easier. Okay, so attack line. Now we go to this vampire spawn right here. Let's do another roll. High is okay. And attacks Darius.
Oh no.
Wait, that last one rolls confusion first.
Right. That's why we work together. All right. So a 6.
Great.
Let's go back to see what a 6 is. A 6 is the creature doesn't move or take any actions this turn. All right.
Oh.
The creature doesn't move or take any actions this turn. All right. 1. It is your
Okay.
turn.
One seeing that these zombie fins are more persistent than she imagined is like, I need to look for a place to hide. So she jumps inside the box and uses her action to basically get full cover.
Okay.
Just cover the lid on the box.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah. Yep. You'll get the benefit of full cover. It will be hard for them to hit you.
Absolutely. I
Very
imagine it
hard.
takes my action to like close the lid and whatnot. So
Yeah, it could take everything to do what you want, but
Yeah.
you do now have complete cover and concealment. All right, Dare.
Yeah, Steph is probably out the window at this point. I'm just going to point at, let's say, this crate in the middle there and cast Fireball.
And you can shape it so you make it easy.
Yep.
All right, so
Yeah.
how big is the radius again? So how many would it affect? All of them?
Yes, it's like 20 feet in any direction. It's the entire room up here.
Yep. Okay, we'll make it easy. And you can shape how many people? Can you shape around
It's
everybody?
spell
all-
level +1, so there's 4 people here, so...
Yep. So you're gonna be hitting. Nope, that's 4 people. I'm dumb. Do math. All right. Dex checks from all these dudes.
sure hope there's
Just
not
so
any
it's-
like flammable like wood around anywhere.
I mean, I'm sure, it's treated wood. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't
So
need-
1, 2, 3.
Plus he's harboring vampires, so can't feel too bad.
Yeah, we are not too concerned about property.
Damn, these are some dex stats.
You know.
All right. So 11 is this one over here. It fails, takes the full damage. So that would be 32 damage.
Smack.
Next one would be 25. Which
Yeah,
is this
all of
one
them
here.
saved, the rest of them saved. Oh no,
Alright,
no.
so it takes.
Yeah.
Nope, there's another one at the end that failed. So this one takes 6. And then 19. This one takes 16. And then 9 fails, so this one takes 30. And that one fails, which takes 30. Yeah, cool.
Alright.
Fireball is always so much fun.
Yeah.
Raw flames filling this room. No, I'm good here.
Yeah, it smells like a burnt flesh and burnt wood. Alright, Michael.
Yeah, so beneath him, I guess a fireball goes off and it just kind of shakes the floor beneath him.
Coughs.
And he's just like, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah. You like cough loudly and you're like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. Oh.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna use the dash action to move. That's 25, 30. Well,
That was regular movement, you're fine.
yeah, if I do regular movement and then I just pick up a hammer. Is there a hammer and nails on this?
Yes, there is. I will.
Okay.
Yes, you can find a basic hammer and a couple nails. Not a lot. Let's just say.
Okay. And I assume I can't use the dash action to move back into position because that'd be actions and such, unless it's a
Picking up
bonus
things
action
are typically
to.
part of movement. I will let you use a bonus action or action if you can see one or the other to do what
Okay.
you.
I guess I'd do bonus action to pick up the hammer and nails, and then dash back to.
Yep, that will work. So that will be everything.
Okay. And if I can retcon it, I'm gonna put the coffin, like the foot of the coffin, right behind where he would essentially teleport back.
So you plan on pushing him into it, is what I'm getting.
I'm
at.
gonna kick him right in the chest.
Yeah.
I thought he was
There.
gonna spawn back in the coffin.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be laying on the ground and like he fell into it.
Well, the way I saw the banishment spell working is if they're like standing, unless they're in the prone in the plane that they're at, they're gonna teleport standing, probably like different to where like in a different position where like if you were like covering yourself from like some demon in the hell plane, you teleport back and you're in that.
Yes, you're correct. That's entirely right. We will find out what happens
Yeah, he might
in
just
a
be
minute.
dead.
Because probably combat will be. Yeah, that'd be. Ooh, I don't know. Well, I had not thought about that. Thanks for the idea. All right, Lucian.
Well, that fireball really helped.
Yes, it did.
Not sarcasm. That's
No.
Yeah, there's like smoke seeping through the floorboards from where I'm at.
so. Gotta try to finish off this guy first.
That will kill him no matter what.
So and then I'm gonna take a swipe at this guy.
That still hit.
And then I'll,
Okay. And D8. Yep. All right. So 17, 20.
So do my attacks have advantage?
Why?
I thought was it the glitter dust?
There's fairy fire. Yeah, on that one. Yeah.
Okay. This
So you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, the 15 because the 12 wouldn't, but the 24 does. So good point. Yes, that hits. That kills.
So yeah, those guys all die, and then I just run over here. I wave my sword in this guy's face, like, "Hey, over here!"
Right there. Yep. Okay. Cole.
As the fire and smoke clears from this glorious fireball, you don't see Cole standing there anymore. He's gone. Instead, there is a dire wolf.
Cool.
Oh shit!
Has a wild shape.
I will grab that for you.
Fuck! Now we have a wolf.
What did you do with gold? Damn you!
Where's the coal?
Wow, I did not know they were that big. Are they that big?
Yeah, they're
I think
large.
medium.
I mean, it's a dire wolf. It's like essentially I picture it the size of like one of those Russian bear dogs,
Yeah.
maybe even a little bigger, about the size of a
Probably
bear.
bigger.
Just like knock Darius back
But it
with
was-
your size.
Yeah, ooh, that's a scary thing.
All right, let me give you control of this.
Cole, your dire wolf's ass is in my face.
I start wagging my tail. It just smacks you back and forth.
Nice. All right, you have control. You should have vision. I'm getting rid of Cole now. You're still concentrating on fairy fire.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I can maintain concentration while in
Yep.
while in this form.
Yep. I'm playing a druid in my other campaign.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna move. To right. Oh, actually, I'm not moving at all.
Yeah, you can hit this one. if you want.
There's a somebody right there. Yeah, that's it. Out chafing is an action, so I
Yep.
can't attack.
Yep. You're not a moon druid.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's your turn then. All right. So let me add you to the turn order. Took you away, and then I'll give you a. I think it was a 19.1. Just to make it easy. Alrighty. So vampire spawn. There's one over here next to one. You need to roll a die to see if it goes to Lucian or if it still goes after one. Yep, goes after Lucian.
Oh, you ruined everything.
Alright, it's claws.
And as a reaction to him attacking me, can I do a spell?
Oh, yeah, if it's one of those reaction type ones.
The hellish.
Yeah. Yep. The 16 wouldn't have hit anyway, but it still
It's
occurs,
got
so
flanking.
the lightning
Does it have
occur.
disadvantage?
It wouldn't have advantage because it's disadvantage and advantage. It'd be a normal attack, so
Okay.
16. It would not.
And the other guy
The
is
sunlight
okay.
cancels out with the flanking. Yeah.
fair enough.
So 13 fire damage.
Yep. Well, I mean, he gets a save, even though I.
Right, you're right. Let me do that
So-
first. You're right. So let me do that first.
It's kind of like he swipes at me, and I just point a finger at him and say, "Burn."
Makes it? No, it does not. 'Cause ability checks as well. So 11 does not make it.
Yep.
All right. So he attacks with that 16 misses. Attacks again with 10. Man, that would have been funny. I felt those crits hit. That's unlikely, but all the same, that misses as well. So nothing happened. Let me go to the one on one side over here. This one's still focused on killing one, attacking through the box. So your AC is like 19. So this is going to be. It would have to get a natural 20 to be able to hit you. It'd have to be able to get 2 natural 20s to be able to hit you. So that's really unlikely, but never know. So claw. It can actually be 2 claw attacks.
Oh my god! Where they got
Wow.
2 nat 20s, but not
Yeah,
24. 24. Well, 19. Wow, that actually hits you. Holy shit.
it's
This
amazing.
total concealment. Damn, that's crazy. That actually hits you.
This fucking hand like breaks
Jeez.
through the box and claws at me.
Yeah. Yeah, you take 8 slashing damage. That was really unlikely to happen.
Yeah, like punches through the box and like slashes at you.
Yep.
Ah.
Then, in the opening it just made, it tries to bite at you, like lunge at you. Does not hit you.
Mm.
Alright. And then the last one, the confused one. Go ahead and roll a d10, Darius.
So hang on, how much damage did I take?
You took 8.
8 damage, okay.
And
Go back to
the creature uses action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within reach.
Okay,
Oh.
so it'd be 1, 2, 3. So I need to do. Let's do. Alright, I'll do a d6, and then if it's 1 or 2, it does one thing. No, no, 1. 2. Alright, that would be Lucian, because I wanted to do counterclockwise. Attack Lucian.
And does he just have?
A single attack? Or normal? Use
To
that
make a
melee attack.
melee attack. Sounds
Okay.
like just one.
1 attack, so yeah, it does not get its typical multi-attack ability, so claw. This is aimed at Lucian. Wow,
That will
they are-
hit.
Yeah, they
Not roll
Despite
below
everything.
like a 17 for like 2
Yeah.
turns.
It's been jeez. Alright, well yeah, and then you take 8 slashing damage, Lucian. And then we go
Yeah,
back
up
to
here
1.
dealing with the carpenter while you guys are dealing with severe issues.
So one was
I'm still giving you 3/4 cover,
Yeah,
but
it's fine.
it's damaged.
so one was in the box, like she had her back on the bottom of the box with her legs up, sitting cross-armed, like in a waiting position, like waiting for the battle to be over. He's like, this box works pretty well. I can see why those zombies were using them. As the claw came in and attacked her, he's like, these boxes don't work at all. And she's like, I know. She's like moving her head back and forth, dodge action.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Then now that's even more disadvantage for them. Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right.
She does it for
One,
show.
that's
It's
done. Darius.
no difference.
Yeah, it's cool all the same. I like it. Darius.
Okay, I trust Cole to deal with the one in front of us. I am going to. Darius is going to cast a magic missile at the one on the far side of the room.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll.
Then however, whatever level you're casting.
Yeah, just level 1. I mean,
All right. So 3D.
now you know what? Let's upcast at level 2. It's 4d4 plus. Okay.
Okay. 14. A little magical bolt, like
Pew,
I
pew.
want to say pellets, but little bolts.
Not just flung out from the wrist. It's tiny pebbles.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to move it on, or?
You can give Cole advantage if you move a little.
Yeah, you can.
I already have it.
Okay.
That's true.
Pack tactics.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. Darius, you're saying. I'm assuming yes. Okay, I'm gonna assume yes. All right, Michael.
Okay, so a lot of questions, right? So, am I able to dispel banishment, have surprise round, or advantage since he's like not expecting a swift kick to the chest,
Yep.
and then hammer the coffin?
Yes, that. We see if banishment is concentration. It is.
It
So
is.
yes, concentration spells you can literally
Yeah.
dispel at any time as a free action.
Just
So,
drop it at will.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to take a step back to where I know he's going to show up. I'm going to
Yep.
dispel or stop focusing on banishment, kick him in the chest, hammer down the coffin.
Okay, start hammering on it.
Right.
All right. All that happens. It would technically be an attack, just to make sure. But you will have an advantage on the attack because he's caught off guard by all this.
By being
So
brought to hell.
do a
Just a D20 to hit.
armed attack. Yeah, D20 to hit plus your strength.
Ooh.
Poopy.
Plus
So
2.
you have advantage, so you can do it again. Yeah, plus 2, so it would be 8. But you still need to roll again because that's not good enough. So roll another D20 and add 2. There you go.
Hooray.
You hit him, and you kick him into the. He cries out like, "What's going on?" Or tries to get out that sentence.
That is going.
Then he gets kicked in the chest back into the coffin. You immediately pounce on him by closing the door and try and begin nailing it. He's struggling, but you are far more capable than this old man as far as overpowering him.
Quite heavy with all the armor and whatnot on top of
Yeah.
the lid.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's hard for him to struggle.
He's probably still disoriented, having been teleported to another plane for the first time.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, when he came back, he was like kind of singed, and wasn't gone very long. Actually, he would have been like a few minutes, not even a few seconds. Actually, it would have been like less than 30 seconds. But all the same, let's just say he's like got like ash or charcoal on him. All right, that's that. Lucian.
I think Cole has one. Oh, but I haven't. We already. Okay, I'm gonna take the opportunity attack from this guy. Move up here.
Okay. Yep, I think I'll do that. Just do a basic claw. Misses. Go ahead and
Yeah.
do what else.
I'll just take a whack at the guy who's gonna be.
Yep. You will have advantage, not that it matters.
Ooh. 2d8s. Yeah. One last attack.
Okay. I
That's
think you killed it. Let me just double check. I'm doing all the math here. So 25, 27, 32. Yeah, unfortunately the rapier was
You got
necessary.
your inspiration damage if you wanted to add a.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want, you may kill it with the inspiration and then still be able to do your rapier attack against the other one. If you like.
No, because I'd. Mm, I don't think I would know that. I'd probably just try to overkill rather than
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah. And using combat inspiration is kind of hard to roleplay, but all the same,
Yeah.
let's just make it simple and you just kill this thing. Just make it easy for everybody.
Then I'll use the rest of my movement, I guess, to come here. Here.
Yeah,
think,
that's
'cause
what I
it's
figured.
difficult terrain.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
That's-
All right. So it is Cole's turn.
You could have stood on top of the
Yes,
box and made it look cool. No.
Cole.
I'm here.
Okay.
Had a. Alright. This vampire has another icon on it.
Yeah, it is prone. It is confused, and it is glowing with fairy dust.
Alright. I'm going to bite at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like lower my head and growl as my fur stands up on the back of my neck, and then I open up my mouth and chomp on its neck. Ah, how do you like that? Tables have turned.
The vampire
Yeah.
gets bit.
Yeah, that totally.
God damn.
12 piercing and it's already prone.
Ah, yes, the concentration check. I forgot about that. Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, everybody loses. That means these flag effects are all gone. They haven't been using any dex checks anyway, but
We might want to sneak again, but yeah.
I doubt it at this point. Yeah.
We just fireballed this guy's attic or whatever, so
Yeah.
I
It's
don't.
kind of hard. But all the same, yeah, the effect is
We
gone,
just walk
unfortunately,
out
but
like
yeah,
all casual, like no, nothing to see.
Yep.
here.
Right.
The vampire got bit, still damaged. It's writhing around on the ground, trying to get away from you. Also attacking back. It is now. Oh, that one's dead. So here. It is now the one that's next to one over here. It turns its attention to. I'll roll. I've been rolling. I will keep rolling.
Schmottable.
Okay, attacks one again. Who still has
3/4 cover.
cover.
Yeah. Damn, I'm just so juicy to them.
You got a lot
Alright.
of blood.
So-
Well,
that's
17.
fine.
I've got my dodge active, as you remember.
Yeah, like I said, it had to be stupidly high again, like last time. to be able to
Like a crit.
hit you. That still does not hit. All right, this plate rolling really well.
Yeah.
All right, the vampire spawn over here. Still tries to stand up and then lunge at Cole. So stands up. Actually, no, it's confused. Sorry. Darius, go ahead and roll your d10. 2. I think that's not doing anything. I think. A 2 is 2 to 6 does not do anything. So it doesn't do anything. All right, 1.
Okay, one is gonna jump out of the box like surprise, even though the Finn knows I'm there, and stab it in the face just to end this quicker.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hooray!
Nice.
How about you?
Surprise!
Actually,
as I stab it, and then it
I don't- I
collapses
think
under
it-
all those logs, like just bury it, and it's
yeah,
like, yeah.
actually, you're right. That actually does kill it. So
Aha. Okay, and then I guess I
Alright,
step out and do my second attack on this guy, I suppose.
yeah, that would all your remaining movement be consumed, but you do that and you make it 16 hits. Deal your damage.
Haha. You weren't.
Alright.
It was not. It was not us who was ambushed by your box tactics. It was me who did the ambush.
Pretty much. You guys were well prepared, despite not technically preparing. It's for these enemies. But yeah, this thing. So this is the last remaining vampire spawn. All the other ones are just dead,
Corpses.
dismembered, in other states of
Yeah,
death.
I'm just,
This one is
you know,
disoriented, and looking
fireballing
around.
this poor, confused vampire to the back of the
You
head.
should just put it back
Yeah.
in the box and just leave it.
Shh.
It wasn't
just go
worth dying.
nuts.
It wasn't worth killing.
I will let you hit it, even though you rolled a 9. So I will do it, and I will let you kill it.
Did I?
Yep, because that was at point blank range, and you don't have anything that lets you get a.
Yeah, but don't I have fairy fire advantage?
And it's prone, and it's
You are
flanked,
right.
and it's.
No, the prone would be bad.
Oh, right,
You're
prone would go
the,
against
the
it.
fairy fire would. The fairy fire is what seals the deal. It dies. You blow off its head with the. You couldn't do it if it weren't for that glitter. The
Hadouken.
glitter saved the day.
It's fancy.
Hooray!
Nice,
Glitter.
guys. This went much better than last time.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Last time we almost died, I think.
So does Michael want to
Yeah,
finish
I
off
would.
his coffin part?
Oh yeah, no, I
Oh,
finished
yeah.
nailing the coffin down, and then I just sit on top of it and pull out a bottle of Chardonnay and pour myself a glass.
Mm. I say before Darius wanders off, you see, you know, I've been doing some thinking in the box, and maybe these boxes are going to be sent to Strahd at some point. Maybe we could use this to infiltrate at some point these boxes.
Oh, we have to discern whether that is actually
Yeah.
what is happening here.
It
So
might
is,
be
then, yeah.
the case.
It's a good thing Michael didn't kill Heinrich over here, and he just fucking secured the shit out of him.
He secured the
Good
box.
job, Michael. You did good, Michael.
Well, we
No
don't know
one
that
did.
yet.
No one knows
Yeah, we
what
should
Michael
see what
did.
Michael
We
has
just-
been doing with the shopkeeper, because he can probably tell us where they're going.
Oh
right?
yeah. I say, oh yeah,
have to
Darius,
put it
you know,
clear.
Michael, he just spent the entire time evading battle. What good is he? He doesn't do anything to help us. I hate him so much.
do I hear that through the floorboards?
Roll perception, maybe.
Unfortunately, no. That was just out of reach. But you feel somebody talking smack about you.
Someone-
Your ears are burning.
My ears start burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So
can I search these guys to
anything-
see if they have anything on them? And like search their.
Yeah. So let me double check to see if they do anything on them. I don't believe they do.
Like,
I know
yeah.
why they're here, but
And I guess I'll also just keep investigating. Like, I know I tried to investigate before, but now I'm aware of what's happening, so perceiving some shit. Just trying to figure out what I can with this room and why there are vampires here.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe my theory is true. Maybe.
yeah, I'm just double checking one thing. As far as on them, you don't find anything. They're just fairly clothed, like tattered clothed spawn of vampire that you are very familiar with, Lucian. You know what these are.
Is there anything in their boxes?
Yeah.
No, it was just them.
Hmm.
Maybe let's say like one of them, or like one or two of them. There's like a rat that they like been chewing on. So I guess they were subsisting on it.
Mhm. And there's nothing on
They
the
were drinking
boxes.
the blood from.
Like
There's no
two
return
Castle
address,
Raid
unfortunately.
Oh,
No, like I said earlier, their written junk is written on it.
No,
Not
like,
in
language or, like, markings or...
No, it's in common.
Yeah.
No, nothing beyond just junk. That's
so nothing in the room. Important.
no, it's a large storage room for all the wood he uses to make the coffins. So there's a lot of planks of wood in the crates that you saw.
So are these doors? Or
These are windows.
there's windows in the
How many-
basement?
I don't know how many planks are left after.
No,
that
this is
fire.
upper floor. I think the thing that Mark was mistaken earlier when he was saying it was below. It actually was above, but everything happened the
I
same.
see.
It's just that you guys went upstairs.
Okay. So it's the shockwave above me.
Yes, everything
You
happened.
looked up.
Yeah.
I don't know
Alright.
how many planks are left after that fireball, but I guess that's up to.
Yeah,
Well,
fireballs
I mean,
that's
are
what
more
you
of
mean.
explosions than they are like purely incendiary. They can catch on
mean,
fire, but they're not.
It's
They're
still
not, it's not like a blazing inferno. Is my point. It's not like
Yeah,
it's
the only thing, like, yeah, fires work. If it's a flash fire, like instantaneous fire, and this is like treated wood and whatnot, it would not catch. It might singe it and whatnot. But unless it's
Yeah.
like tinder, like straw and whatnot, it'll.
Yeah,
I was
you're
picturing like a
completely
lot
right.
of little flames. Also, I think there is tries to surreptitiously put one or two out. What do you think?
Absolutely. Makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah, like spiderwebs and
Yeah.
dust. It probably like little, psh, and then
Not
just
basically like before. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like you could definitely smell burning wood, and burning flesh, of course, and yeah, like all the cobwebs and dust and all that burned up. So that's a unique smell all of its own, as well as aesthetic. And then as you're like you move around a little bit, and do little stomps on the ground, kind of putting out little fire, little singe marks and stuff as you move around.
So I walk
and-
downstairs with Cole, and I'm like looking at Michael relaxing on the coffin. And I'm like, see, relaxing when there's work to be done, just as I suspected.
All right, let me move you down there. I'll move Cole. You're going downstairs.
Yes.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
there. Darius, you're.
I'm gonna stay in wolf form.
Yeah, what?
All right. Let me do Lucian with
Lucian
the
would
first.
prob- Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably finish the search up here.
Yeah, I know you. I knew you would do that. All right. So we looked at the kitchen. As far as in the kitchen, there's nothing weird at all. It's a normal kitchen for a bachelor of his age. So there is basic
Okay.
foodstuffs. Nothing weird. Then you go to this other door and you open it, and you see a bedroom, which is what you'd expect.
Yep.
Um,
I'm gonna search the bedroom for journals, diaries, hidden
Yep.
compartments.
Yep. Let me read this. This modest bedchamber holds a cot and several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, and a wardrobe. Just based off of visuals alone, it seems that this guy probably made everything that he uses. Like, he made all of his own furniture. This guy is also talented carpenter. He's good at his job, in spite of himself.
Yeah. Mm.
Then, as far as looking around for things, let's see what is actually here. We got a bookshelf, we got a cabinet. A table on upper
Definitely.
left, and like a chair in front of it.
I'll look in the cabinet, look on the bookshelf, look on the table, under the bed, under
Okay.
the mattress, under the pillow, just trying to find whatever. Is that investigation or perception?
You rolled a perception earlier. Let's just go with that, and let's go with that's what you see. If you want to actually look around with your fingers, essentially, it's always if you're moving things around, it's investigation. If it's just looking, it's or hearing or
Yeah.
whatever, it's perception.
I'll do both. I'm trying to find whatever, and I'll use the bardic inspiration.
Okay. Then roll, I
Right.
think it's a, I
It
think
was
it's a D8.
used. Yeah.
They get a 12. Okay.
Trying to find what this guy, what he's up to. Why are
Alright.
there vampires in your attic?
All right. In the that's interesting. In this cabinet here, you find a false bottom. Actually, it's a wardrobe. The proper term is a wardrobe. You find a secret compartment, and within it, you find a 2 large sacks. One has a bunch of bones in it, enough to, if put all together, could make up a human. A humanoid person, a full-grown person. And the other one contains a smaller, it's much smaller by comparison, and it just contains gold. First, currency. It contains 30 silver pieces and 12 electrum pieces.
Electrum.
And they, and they all are in the like most of the currency you come across in Barovia. It's minted with Strahd's visage.
Is this also in his mint?
Yeah, like I was saying, this specifically,
okay.
like not every coin you come across in the country has been that, but most of it has been.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll grab just the electrum and the big bag of bones.
So you leave the silver.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll find out
So-
what the bones are for. You don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna find out. We're gonna have a chat. And so no journals in here or anything like that.
No, you don't find anything.
Okay. Then I'll head up. I'll head downstairs.
Yeah,
Satisfied.
there's just banging on the coffin and Scheißenkampf!
Very angry man banging on the coffin, mostly muffled as Michael sitting on it, very comfortable looking, very happy with himself, drinking some wine, the bottle that he himself brought.
Which, as I said, he's lounging about when there's work to be done. What's he doing?
Yep. We do not like each other. Then he, and you guys come up to him and you see him, and you kind of put 2 and 2 together, like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah, I
he's
see
keeping him
some-
distracted.
I see some bite marks and some claws on the people. I'm like, oh, you all look well.
Yes.
No thanks to you.
I did my purpose.
Well, we found a bunch of
Bag of bones on the floor, like right here. And he's like, Cole, don't eat these. We have to figure out why these are in this guy's bedroom.
Did you find them
Yeah.
in his closet? I like to say.
Wait, what did you
Yeah.
buy?
I dropped like a bag of bones in the middle of the floor, like
Huh.
right here in the middle of everyone, and I'm like, I found this in his closet, and
Oh. Okay. Do these look
So-
like recently dead or older?
Well, let me use a medicine check.
Yes, you may. You can determine like what condition they're in to determine their age.
Let me speak to the bones.
Give me just a moment.
I mean, there could have been all kinds of ways to like intentionally remove the flesh from the bones, like say eating chicken sort of effect. But yeah, that'll be determinate.
just like, Cole, get away from that bone. Cole, no. Stop trying to chew it. No.
Although I gotta,
That's evidence, damn it!
though I gotta say,
I'm down
is,
there at the bones and I'm giving him a sniff,
I gotta say,
like it.
with my
rocking one back and forth like with my nose.
with my troublemaking
Vanish
flaw,
this wolf.
with my troublemaking flaw, I will certainly throw a bone to Cole at this stage.
Interesting. Okay. I was just looking into very specifically what those were. I did not know what those bones were, but now I understand everything. Okay, so you figured out with medicine that these belong to they're it's been a while, quite a while. These are pretty clean bones, and that this is a long time ago, like many years. I don't know. It's not like hundreds of years, but it's
More than
a lot.
20.
Yeah, it's enough that there's no flesh remaining on this at all.
So naturally
Uh,
decayed corpse to the state of bones. Right?
Yep, and it makes up a human male, as far as consistent with those traits. That's all you could really glean. Oh no, you can do like age, older man. Anything else on top, like an autopsy would give you. How did he die?
Yeah. Are there any like broken bones you would notice when you reassemble the skeleton?
Marks, the spine.
Yeah, I'm looking very specifically if there is anything that he died from. Old age. It looks like. Okay, you don't know. You don't. Rather, you can't tell from the bones of anything of how he died. It's just there's nothing on the bones that would indicate anything.
No foul play.
Yes. No marks. No cracks. Nothing out of the ordinary
Nothing.
for a normal human male.
Skeleton.
Yes.
I guess I'm just like, good job on detaining the man, Michael, because we should probably start asking him some questions.
Yeah, like, why? How?
Yeah.
But mostly
yeah, and
why?
Michael will stand up from the coffin and grab his. Well, I guess he's got the javelin of thunder, javelin of lightning. He's going
Yes.
to grab it by both hands and slam it into the ground. And in a bubble, I guess the air ripples, and he casts Zone of Truth.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. You guys are doing really well in your roleplay. I'm very happy. Make me very, very happy. Alright, sure. He can't hear terribly well from within this coffin.
We'll
How
get
was
there.
it a
He's got to
success?
make a charisma saving throw.
Right. Yep, you are correct about that. So you'll very likely fail. But we'll see.
I'm gonna use the lightsaber to
Details.
kind of carve a mouth-sized hole in the coffin. I assume the
Oh.
lightsaber is strong enough to do that.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to open the coffin, but
Yeah,
very
you
well.
can do that. Either, decide on what you want to do.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I guess definitely cut open, I guess, a head-sized hole to where you can see
Yes.
that he is.
You probably are going to have to be
Definitely
careful
being
that
a-
you don't keep going through and impale the man.
yeah.
Like a bat.
I was literally about to say that. I was going to say, Lucian, that's not how the magic trick works.
Alright, so you cut out this hole, and then you hear him, like, contorting and trying to get into a position where he can see out of it. Barely can. It's not comfortable. It's very hard for him to do this. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What is going on? What are you,
Well,
get out of my store.
Would you like
I
some
came-
wine? He has to answer truthfully.
He does, but he just says, I would really love some wine, but I would like to get out of this damn box more than
I start pouring like the bottle through the hole onto his face.
Knew that was coming. Waterboarding comes in.
mean. He splutters, and you hear shaking and writhing within the coffin, and he
And-
curses you. And he's like, "Damn you!" Like, grumbling and yelling.
in response to his question, I'm just like, I came back for my coffin, but I found some vampires and a literal skeleton in your closet.
Mm.
So I think it's time you start giving us some answers.
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
going
I think
on?
I think it's kind of ironic because I do recall you saying you were looking for skeletons in his closet,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
and you literally found one.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
wow,
They probably did that on purpose, to
Yes.
be honest.
It's
full circle.
the
So people
natural
make that
storytelling
shit.
cliche you would expect in this.
Yes. So he's hesitant at first to respond at all. I mean, he technically does not have to speak, but he also wants to get out of the fucking coffin. So there's a moment of pause. He hesitates for a time. Let's say about almost 10 seconds pass of him not saying anything. You just hear him breathing, catching his breath after being assaulted with wine. Wine boarded, yeah. And then he just lets out a long sigh and says, I'm a talented man. My services are the only. There aren't many who can get the services I provide in the area. I was contacted by Strahd, and in exchange for some money and resources, I was to help him keep the safety, keep his spawn and aid him. However, he asked. All I've done since then is just hoard away some of his creations in the storage room, as you obviously now know.
Where were these hordes going to? Were they just left here, or were they transported anywhere?
But yeah, and before he answers, I'm going to lean in and I recommend that you tell us everything that you know and don't hold back. And can I cast a spell like non-lethally, like an inch of his life?
Yeah, depends on what it is. It depends on what you're trying. What spell
Blight.
it is. Blight. That's really potent. I'm gonna have to make. You're to be okay. This is because it's so powerful.
A control
You're gonna
check.
need to use like a wisdom saving throw, or not a wisdom saving, a wisdom check. To what do you use? Actually, you'll know you're a cleric. Use wisdom. I'm right. Use a wisdom check to see how well you can control it. You're gonna need to roll high enough to make sure that your control is maintained. If you roll too low, it might go awry and you might kill him. Just letting you know this.
Am I allowed to
Mm,
give
I
an
know.
inspiration? Because I don't want him to die, but then I also wouldn't know he's
Oh,
about to
wait,
do this.
I can bring him back. Duh.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm a fucking grave cleric, yeah.
Yes, that is true too. I forgot about that myself.
Do you have diamonds before you enact this plan? Do you have diamonds on your person
Use
right
Revivify.
now?
I think that could be used whenever.
Yeah, but it has a component.
Yeah,
cost.
a component of 300 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces.
Oh,
Does someone
I
have
don't know Revivify does
diamonds?
that either.
I have used my last diamond. I did ask in the chat if I could buy some more after, the reputation and whatnot. In the Ask the GM section.
Unless if one is the only one that was in the possession of diamonds. I don't know about other people, or I don't remember.
I just had the one. You made it restricted as to not.
Yes, I know. I'm going to answer your question. I'm just making sure. I want to make sure. Does anybody else have any diamonds, or was it just one that had diamonds?
I'm on.
Not
I think you were the
Okay.
only one.
Okay, then you used the however many you had. You were only able to obtain one more. This is the only diamond you have now.
I mean, you also have Speak with Dead, but then he has to be willing also, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, this can
Well,
go.
rather-
This can go many ways.
You can't. Yeah, I don't think you can do a combination of Zone of Truth. Actually, Zone of Truth is not concentration, so I don't really like the combination of using Zone of Truth and Speak with Dead. That's kind of exploity.
Just
I would
find a
not
different
let
way
him-
to torture him.
Yeah, Zone of
Guys,
Truth
he-
would not
no,
have
he was
effect
going to
on
spill
like a
the
spirit,
right? You don't
like,
have to.
phone lining to the corpse.
I tell you what.
Okay,
There's something
I'll
else.
just try to intimidate him.
Yeah, I got a great intimidation, if you allow me.
I mean, we can just punch him
It's
really
Listen,
hard.
yeah, he was about to spill the beans. He was about to tell us.
It's,
He was being pretty truthful already, but you're right about that. As far as you don't know if any torture is necessary.
I pick up one of the bones. I wave it in the. I
Yeah.
wave it in the face of Cole, and then I throw it in the coffin for him to dig at.
God.
That's interesting. Okay. He does not understand what's going on. Like he doesn't know what that was at first. It's just something solid entering the box with him. And
And this like
then he,
giant
since he kind of
beast.
feels it, yeah, he understands what it is eventually because he's used to working with bodies.
Yeah,
So
just keep casting mending on the coffin. Like, I can do this all day, but the moment that I don't, you're boned.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, one, you're robbing off on me.
He just says, "I'll tell you anything you want. Just stop." And he's like kicking and moving and
So,
trying to.
why were you working with Strahd? Because I feel like, although you told us the truth, you didn't tell us the whole truth. Who is the skeleton in your closet? And where are all of the boxes you sent out? So, because this isn't the only place we run it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I don't think DM wise, I don't think he is responsible for the boxes that were found in the Amber
It
Temple.
was just coincidence. Oh.
They were there. They were related to Strahd, but I don't think he made those crates. I'm double checking. Yeah, no, they're not related to him. I checked it. They're something else.
I mean, well,
You
I
know, maybe
wouldn't
it's
know
just
that.
a gimmick they use more than once in module.
I would like Lucian wouldn't know that specifically. He just knows he found vampires in a box twice.
Right, you're right. You're totally right about that. So, in character wise, he's going to go in order of your question. Why was he working for Strahd? Because he paid me really well. My business is inconsistent. It's complicated. It's kind of a boom and bust business where when people die, I make more money. When they're not, I go through times of struggling. So I try to branch out to do more general carpentry work.
There was double profit in working with Strahd, basically.
Yes, doing work where Strahd was able to provide me with a more steady, consistent income. I personally don't have any quarrels with the man, so it was no real concern to me. The second question was the skeleton. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Zone of Truth is still up, he's answering truthfully. Or, you know what I mean? He answers. Those are the bones of Saint Andrel. Immediately that comes to your guys' attention. That is the name of the church in town, where Father Lucien Petrovich, that guy. It's to Lathander, but it's the Church of Saint Andrel, who is a saint of the religion of the Morning Lord.
Ooh,
aka
so
Lathander.
these bones are holy. Yeesh.
Yes, yeah,
Why does
they
it have
are.
a bunch of bones of a
sacred.
saint?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
colossal.
they're
Was this the
bones
guy
of
who
saint.
was this the guy who was up at the mongrel folk place with the abbot? Is that this?
No. This
No, the
is
guy in
it's
town,
just
right?
the guy in this town in Balaki. You know, you have the church that you guys have gone to many times. the saint representative of that church is named Saint Andrel.
Oh.
And his remains were stolen long ago by Strahd, and for some reason they are in the possession of this man.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yep.
I'll let him answer my third question before I follow up with that.
Yep. Just checking something. This person. 1 second. Checking a name. I got all the details. And just
Yeah.
lining it all up. Oh. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize he'd enter back in the story again. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay. So, backing up a little bit, he goes into more detail about the bones. He says, Strahd told me about them, or rather, Strahd asked me to help him in a kind of harassing, what word you use, to help him terrorize the town. I don't know what term he actually used, but I mean, he's in his own truth, so it's going to be very blunt. And in doing so, he wanted me to obtain the bones of Saint Andrel that were being held in the church on the west side of town. They're considered holy and like a source of the sacred forces there, or, you know what I mean, the energy. It's a holy artifact within the church. It's important to them. It's hollow, I think it's the right word, like hollow ground because of that. And the boy Milivoj, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but Milivoj helped me steal them. And this is actually somebody you met. It is a long time ago. You're again near the beginning of the campaign. It was one of the boys that worked for the older boy that one flirted with at the beginning of the campaign that was at the church.
Yep.
That boy, that guy. He was like he's like an older teenager, young adult man. Same age as one.
It's like
I'm
like, what?
Yeah.
Him? Really?
Yeah, really. That's why I said it. It was like I'm kind of surprised that he's back in the story. Yeah, the bones were stolen by Milivoj and brought to this man, Henrik. He's not actually. Let's say he has introduced himself. At some point, he told you his name is Henrik, so you know it. And let's just say it's like outside. It's like Vanderhort, coffins and carpentry or something. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And now we can go into your third question, because I think that's sufficient on answering the skeleton.
That's
Third question, boxes. He says, I have not heard, I've not shipped out any boxes from here. It's purely been a storing
Well, where
job.
did they come from, exactly?
They came in the form they were, cloaked in, generally trying to be hidden and
Mixed amongst
not seen by
cargo
the
and...
general public.
Yeah.
Yes, well, actually, no, themselves. They were walking as the unliving things. They came into town, escorted by other agents of Strahd, Vistani, and then they were brought here, and then I built the boxes for them to reside in. They don't require much to be able to survive, so long as they get some source of blood every so often. They'll maintain a minimum of sanity.
How did you provide them with fresh blood? I'm curious.
So I remember there was the rat. It doesn't have to be human blood, it can be animal blood. It's not as good, but it will work.
He has a lot of rats laying around, I guess.
Yeah, there were a lot of there were rats in the crates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were
So-
atrophied, like kind of like mummified. They were sucked dry.
So, like, were you planning on unleashing this horde of vampires on the town while the town was plagued with werewolf attacks?
That was not part. That was not ever explicitly said to me. I was told simply to keep them here
But you
and make sure
didn't
they are not found out.
But
That
you
was
didn't care if they attacked either.
He would say, I did not know of anything, and actually you asked if he cared, so he has to answer truthfully. She can choose not to answer. So he just doesn't respond to that at all. He just repeats himself and says, I was asked merely to keep them here.
Okay.
I did not know of any plan to attack the town with them.
Okay, at that point, then I do the coffin, the bone inside the coffin thing I said before to
Oh,
intimidate him
before,
to.
so that's why he's being way more. He's
Oh,
being
that happened
very-
before. Okay, then Michael can do
Yeah.
his own intimidation or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been mending the coffin as this direwolf is tearing it to shreds.
Yeah.
He's like, calm down.
I would
That's why he's being for.
I would kind of see it like I would do the same thing how polar bears find seals, how they like lunge at the snow like to get down underneath.
Yeah.
Like they lift up their upper body and they just bring their entire weight like on their front paws and they come down on top of the snow. That's kind of like what I'm doing on the coffin.
Yeah, you're really trying to break into it, and the only thing really stopping you from doing so is Michael's mending. You're probably also doing his intimidation tactic. You still have your faculties, so you're not completely feral. So he's said all these things.
Yeah,
What
so
now?
I'm gonna pitch it to you guys. I think we leave him in the coffin, take him to the church, take the bones with us, and you can even zone of truth him and the kid, Michael. But I think the priest himself should hear this story,
Absolutely.
and especially with the corpses upstairs of vampires, we should probably tell the guard, or at least the priest. He'll know what.
I mean, according to his story, it sounds like at least some of the guards were working with Strahd to turn a blind eye to these crates coming into town. But
Perhaps.
Mm.
That would have been a
Tell
long
as
time ago,
many
and
people as we can. Just got to help, right?
Yeah, I think at least we should take him to the priest and explain the situation. Get the story from the kid too, since he was in on this, and
Yep.
give him back the bones.
Yep.
It's like their bone.
Yep. They would be very nice. They would be ecstatic to receive them. Again,
yeah,
have them in their possession.
most of them, yes, yeah.
All right. So is that what we're doing? Are we agreed that we're heading to the church with the coffin?
Sure.
Yeah.
And my name is now Ghost. So who wants to be my Jon Snow?
Oh, Ghost died, didn't he?
No, you're actually even bigger than. Actually, Ghost is technically still alive in the story
Is he? Oh,
right now.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the oldest brother's wolf. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes, many of them are dead. Most of them, either dead or missing. Anyway, we're back on the map here.
Is there not a map of the church interior or something? Because I feel like we go there a
There
lot.
is not, actually. There is not, unfortunately. If there was, I totally would have done that, but there is not.
I think there was. It was just very torn to shreds.
No,
and
that was
whatnot.
the
That was
vampire.
a different church
Yeah.
in Barovia.
Oh yeah, that was in Barovia.
It was a different church, but yes.
Who made a
This
picture?
church did not have a map. I don't know, but they were mucking around. I
Who
don't
the
really care
hell
right now.
drew that?
Finally, somebody said something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't you like my artwork?
I see it now.
I drew a sun in the upper right corner.
Saw the sun,
Yes.
but the black blended in.
You
Yes,
didn't even notice.
I really I like the Strahd, the T-Rex. That
Yes.
will be very fun later on.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yes,
party
the
heads
Avengers
to
have a
the
Hulk.
church.
We have a T-Rex. We're good.
Oh yeah, very nice. Coal smash. All right, we get to the church. Let's say by this point, it's still in the early morning. Not early morning. Let's say it's like 10 a.m., 10, 11 a.m. You run into the usual people. The Milivange is not immediately in sight.
I told the priest, you should probably bring that kitty.
Right. We'll
Yes.
we're gonna-
Where
we're
is
gonna
that?
go-
Where is that handsome?
We're gonna go back to getting into the church with carrying a coffin because that's the thing. So the party arrives carrying it however they need to because you have enough that you could do that. You enter the church. The staff there and those making use of the church services, praying, whatever, are there, and they're all kind of looking at you guys confused. I mean, they all do that anyway all the time.
This should be the norm when we enter the church by now.
Yeah, Michael's just gonna look around and be like, oh, it's quite bright in here.
Yeah. Anyway, you bring the coffin out, and you kind of like between the pews, you kind of just set it down in the middle. In front.
Yeah, I imagine he's like in the middle of a sermon and we just bust through with this crazy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He is in the middle of the sermon, and he says, so that Lathander could guide us to the land beyond. And then he like cut off part way the door opens, swings open, bring it in.
Dismissed.
He's just
Oh, is this at that time? We could go.
Say, Father, we need a word.
Yeah, he is kind of just caught off guard. He got his hands up and he was doing gesticulations of various kinds while he spoke, as most of his kind would. And everybody turns to see what's going on. As soon as you guys kind of get into the church, a lot of the church goers, the people that are there, that's listening to the sermon, that don't work there, just start getting up and kind of getting to the side or leaving outright, because they already kind of conferred you're going to be there for a while. So he immediately, the father steps down from behind the
Pew
podium.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, at the front, and he comes up to you guys quickly, kind of a little jog. He says, as always, I'm happy to see you, but all right, Michael, I've never been in the church. That's true. He says, I'm happy to see you, of course, but I was in the middle of something, and he kind of like looking over the coffin more, and he hears a little bit of like little movement.
Yeah, but
in it.
listen, how would you like to get your patron saint back?
Yes.
How does that sound?
He's looking at the coffin, he's looking at Darius, and he's like really confused. Why is there,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah,
mean?
he's gonna like interject. He's gonna be like, "Okay, let me start from the beginning." Recounts the tale
Yeah.
of the invasion of the
Yeah.
coffin shop.
I think before you
Okay.
do that, is that kid around, like within earshot? Because if it's like we're going to talk about the patron saint's bones he stole, it's like he might bolt it or something.
Yeah, we'll say I will give you an opportunity. Eventually, he will come in and you can interact with him. But he, at this very moment, he is not present.
Okay, fair enough. Because
but
otherwise, it's
will
like
be.
he would just run, surely.
Right. I will give you the opportunity. That will not happen.
Yeah.
That specific way. Anyway, so he listens to this whole story, and he's just kind of sitting. Now he sits down on the edge of a pew, like listening to this, and he's kind of just running it all over in his head, kind of just shocked about all this information, and that this man that he's done work with, this Henrik man, it's not unusual for the local priest to have some kind of relationship with the local coffin maker, at least in some way. So he kind of gives a look of disappointment and shakes his head before standing back up and says, well, I I'm glad you came to me. I am shocked that this about everything you said. I'm most disappointed in, and then as he says that, right on time, the young man comes from behind like a curtain, like a draped over doorway that's not an actual door, but it's covered up with drapes. You know, it's typical for churches. They don't necessarily cover entranceways with doors. Anyway, so he steps out in front and he's carrying like let's say a big bowl of water that's going to be used to be blessed later for making holy water or something, whatever. And he's coming into the room, and then he sees that there are like 5 or 6 people just staring at him, like from across the room, like very accusatory, and he's just kind of frozen and confused, and he looks at him. He like kind of looks around a little bit for a moment. It's like wondering if is he really the one being looked at, or is he looking at somebody else? And
I will make it very blunt and like go, you! I like wag my finger towards, like to gesture him to come forward. Come here.
He thinks he like looks behind him. He considers running, but he
I was gonna
doesn't.
say, if
He
tries to
knows.
run,
He knows that of the reputation of you guys, what you have, what you can do. So he's like, doesn't actually curse because he's still a religious person. Puts down the water on a surface nearby and starts and walks toward you all, and slowly or looks. His head is already kind of down. He doesn't know exactly what this is about. He has ideas. He's running through things in his mind, but he's not certain until he eventually comes closer to you guys and sees the bag, the large sack, the same large sack that he used to give the bones to Henrik, and immediately his complexion becomes way more cold and shocked and terrified, and then he just looks at the Father Petrovich and begins to speak, and the Father raises his hand and cuts him off and says, I'm very disappointed. I can't believe you would do this after all we've done for you. Why? What did they offer you? What did you need that we could not give you? And the kid is hesitant at first. He actually looks kind of emotional, like he's about to break down. Not necessarily out of guilt necessarily, but actually like emotion, otherwise like crying. Shame mostly shame, because he actually does like Father Petrovich. I mean, he likes these people in spite of what he did. It was a long time ago. He was relatively new at the time. That's what he kind of says. He says, I had just gotten here, and I didn't really get along with any of you. I felt so alone, and he said he was going to help me get out of the country, because I didn't like it. I still don't. This place is miserable. But really, Father, I didn't mean to. And he's just like trying to come up with excuses. Again, the Father just stands up like straighter and just gives him a very pointed look and just puts out his hand like saying enough. And then the Father just turns to all of you, puts out his hands to take the bag, the sack.
Yep. So you might have to get one of the bones out of Mr. Henrik's coffin.
And it wouldn't surprise me if he pocketed some of the bones as well.
And he says, well, we'll have the guards here shortly. And he nods to a nun nearby that's kind of been standing out of the way, but has still been understanding and listening to what's been going on. She then immediately leaves, probably to go get a guard or something. We'll have Henrik taken into custody by the guards.
I like say for a second, well, hang on, Father. What does Lathander say about redemption? Is there anything he could do to make up for this?
So he's gonna speak on both about Milavage and Henrik. About Henrik is who he's focusing on first, because Henrik is more guilty and more bad. He says, "Wow, Lathander smiles upon us all with grace and forgiveness. There is a difference between forgiveness and trust, and this town can no longer trust this man."
Oh, absolutely. We cannot trust these men, but either of them. But perhaps they could be of use to us more than rotting in a dungeon or perhaps executed. I mean,
Your
Right.
god may understand redemption and whatnot, but mine does not. This individual has been trafficking undead, and therefore must be punished.
I stand aside with Michael, and I'm like, I want to use them as cannon fodder. Anyway.
Savage. Okay. Boy. Well, as far as in response to the first thing to Michael, let's say he says, if normally we would banish them, I would encourage the town to banish Henrik, because he should no longer be allowed here. He's done damage to the community and could have done so much more with what you told me about what he was keeping in his home. So that is him. That's what we'll do for him at least. And then for the boy, I would. It's a private matter. I would prefer that I would like to be able to speak to him myself, and we can work out something. Yes, he did steal something, but ultimately, he didn't do anything more than that. So I would like to handle it internally, if you'd be okay with that.
It is unforgivable. If a child, say, murdered his parents... Oh, wait, that's a bad example.
In response to Michael, though, and regarding Henrik and all that, he kind of, again, going back to Henrik, and brings it up and he says, you can speak with the guards as far as what you would like to do. It's no longer my concern. I already know how my god would take all this and what he'd want in the situation.
No worries. Let me handle this internally. And then I place my hand on Heinrich's face and essentially sap the life from him.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay. I like it.
Praise
Nice.
Lathander.
Yeah, we're gonna get anybody gonna intervene just before I kill off Henrik.
I mean, no, Lucian's of the same opinion. This guy was trafficking vampires. I have no sympathy for you whatsoever.
Yeah, and definitely an agent of Strahd. Not really a great guy.
I don't see why one would like him, since he's very blatantly allied with
As I
Strahd.
said, I wanted to use him as cannon
that's
fodder and, like, have him absorb attacks, basically.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's an
they're
old
not.
man. He'll slow us down.
He's an old man. He's not really the greatest.
Yeah, he'll
Cannon
slow us
fodder.
Cannon
down.
fodder, you would have him like run towards Strahd's fortress,
Yeah,
and
just to see
him
what happens.
being welcomed with open arms because he's a servant of Strahd. I don't know what cannon fodder entails.
Yeah, I like the idea. I don't think that would work unless you had a lot more people. Then I would agree that'd be a good idea. In this case, Henrik is a bit disposable.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, if no one intervenes on Michael's murdering, then let's just call it execution of Henrik. Then that's what happens. The Father Petrovich steps forward, like kind of reaches out to, because he doesn't quite understand until he sees like the life kind of slowly drain from Henrik's face and body, And
Well, he's in the coffin still, so you know he's probably just a.
now let's just say, let's just make it easier for the sake of the theatrics, and
Oh,
let that the coffin has been opened, and because they were planning on taking him away, they opened it and then he killed him. He said he wanted to put his hand on his head, and he did it that way.
Closed his eyes forever.
Yeah, and so he just becomes atrophied and kind of shrivels up.
It's very dry.
Very, 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 very dry, and dies pretty effortlessly because Michael's magical abilities are way beyond this guy's healthiness. So that's done. Not too long after that, the guards arrive, or 2 guards arrive. These are, you don't recognize them. These are 2 must be fresh volunteers.
Yeah, so
speaking.
Michael absorbs the health, absorbs the life out of him, and it says, "Oh, this is Michael, by the way. He's to the farm."
It's his first time in here, but I think he's doing great.
You really get
Good
captured
first
the-
impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good at reading the room.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
So the
so
guards are.
we have our coffin for him in here, so you know, good news
Yeah.
for you guys.
We saved you some time, but yeah, the guards are kind of confused. They arrive like, what we were sent. Where is? And then they look down and they see this.
Right here, officer.
Yeah, I'm like,
And then
gee,
they look
you
at
guys took ages to
father.
get here.
And Father Petrovich is kind of just looking emptily past everyone, and just says, "Please excuse me." And he just gives the guards a single slow, like with one nod, and he just turns around and leaves the room.
He was resisting arrest, right?
He reached for my weapon.
He reached for my weapon. But yeah, and Milivoj is also like right behind the father, looking pitiful.
I don't know if they took the bones yet, but if they didn't, I'll just leave them.
They did.
Okay.
He had it with him. That's what he had in his possession.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, they were heading out, and they're in a different area. They're no longer in the room.
We're always a good time for the father, you know? He goes through highs and lows.
Yeah, you guys keep him very, very active.
I'm
He
sure
doesn't
has
know
a
how to
lot of
predict
creative-
us, yeah.
I'm sure I'll be
Not at all.
visiting him very soon.
All right. What next? We this coffin store plot seems to be
That's
pretty much fine.
just tell the guards. You might want to clear out some corpses in that building. You can sell it again.
Like then they, in response to that, they say, "You guys like to keep us on our toes, don't you?"
Yes.
Not that we're complaining. Like the other guy kind of hits the second guy in the arm. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna get. Don't piss him off. Yeah.
Did you hear what happened to the last guards that they?
Yeah. Exactly. And so he's like, "Dude, fuck, don't piss him off." And it's like, "Let's just go." And they kind of nod eagerly, like, "Yeah, okay, we'll go over to the store and clear it out, like you said. Thank you for your help." And then they just kind of shuffle off, march
Yep.
quickly in that.
So I would like to take a short rest. Like, I'm gonna go to the bar real quick, grab a drink. Does anyone want to join me?
If no one else says anything, sure. By all means.
Yeah, sure. It's like early afternoon, right? It's time for a drink.
What'd you say? It was like 10 a.m. early afternoon.
by now, let's just say it's just noon. Just give it like it's just
What do you
noon.
mean, liquor laws?
Yeah, the inn serves liquor around the clock. I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's
sure,
very
it's Barovia.
empty at this time. Yeah, it's very empty right now, relatively to like nighttime, but they still there.
Yeah.
Guys,
so, yeah, what
I'm going to head off at this point, I think.
Okay.
I figured you would.
Okay.
Yeah. you'll just pick a direction.
Pick
Go there.
Yes.
Cool. I'll guess I'll see you next week then.
Guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Easy, man.
Take it.